Cool, so now this is really important with these guys. So -5 squared, why are these parentheses here? These parentheses are very important. If these parentheses weren't there, like for example, if it was just this, we would be squaring the 5, not the -5. So it would be 5 squared, which would be 25, and then the negative would be right there. And it'd still be a negative answer. But this is different. This means we're squaring that negative value included within the 5, which means it's actually -5 times -5. Remember, what happens when we do a negative times a negative? They cancel out, it becomes a positive. So this becomes a positive 25. And then what about this one down here, a -8 cubed? This is that entire quantity, -8 times -8 times -8, so 3 times. So we got a negative times a negative, which becomes a positive, but then there's another negative in the mix, which will turn everything back to a negative. Now we just have to do the arithmetic. So what's 8 times 8 is 64, times 8 again, 48 is 51, 512. So the answer is -512. Next one is 4 cubed and -3 to the 4th. So this one again is 4 times 4 times 4, which is actually 64 if you carry out the multiplication. 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. This is going to be 4 -3 is. Now the first question is this going to be positive or negative? When we have an even number of negatives multiplying, the answer is going to be positive. The negatives will cancel each other out. And we can do it step by step if you want. This will first become positive. Then this will turn it back to negative, this guy. And then this one will turn it back to positive. So we're going to have a positive number. And what's that number? 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 again is 27. Times 3 again is 81. So positive 81. Let's do this last one here. This is -8. It's -8 times -8. The two negatives cancel out and give us a positive 64. And down here we got a -6 cubed, which means we got 3 -6s multiplying each other. And that equals a positive, but then that last negative makes the final answer negative. And what's 6 times 6 times 6? 6 times 6 is 36, times 6 again is 216, but our answer is -216.